What's up, everybody? This is Alexander King, and this is Discovering Metal. So, today, I don't think there needs a lot of special introductions or explanations. We have the brand new record from Ghost. Ghost is one of the biggest band in the hard rock and metal scene as of the last, I would say the last decade. I've been a huge fan ever since Meliora, so I'm terribly excited to get into this record. I see that we have 10 songs, which is a very sweet spot. For those of you guys that are not extremely familiar with the channel and with this format of discovering and then the genre, this is of course a reaction, but the whole point of this is just to sit down together, slow it down, just enjoying the music and focusing on the music. I will pinpoint some things that stand out to me during the listening experience, of course, especially as a first listen in this case. But we will listen to the whole record throughout without stops. Just, enjoy music together, basically. That's the whole point of this series. That's why I don't call it a reaction. It's just kind of trying to build also some sort of a community where we just can sit down, listen to music, and discuss about everything that is music related. So, without further ado, guys, this is Skeletà, brand new record from Ghost. We start with Peacefield. Pardon, as always, my Italian accent. Let's go. I will say that I listened to this and Lacria only once, and to Satanize maybe 50 times. They always know how to introduce us to a record, don't they? I have to say that at the first listen, when the single came out, I wasn't a big fan of this one. But already, just a second listen, it's so much catchier. I don't know if it's also the hype for the record, but it's really working as an intro. So 80s rock like Journeys and stuff like that. So catchy, my god. And they do this it's very church-like, it's like a transition to a major chord that's so uplifting. wonder if it's still what's his name, the Opeth guitar player that records the guitar solos. Tobias really loves the stabs. I find it also interesting because this is a long song, but usually what we've seen in their previous records is that they would split the intro from this. Because here we had a very clear introduction, like with the choir and everything. I think in Pera, for example, like it's two separate tracks, but in this one they just kept it together, which explains why the song is so long. But then it just flows very nicely. Onto Lacrima, which at a first listen really reminded me of Metallica, like 90s Metallica. Let's see if it confirms that impression. The panning of the guitars is wonderful. Again, you see that uplifting chord progression. Switch into major. Then of course the huge stadium chorus. I think that's also what makes me think of Metallica, just the snare feel, very Lars-like. This song can also satanize a little bit. They feel kind of like a mix of their earlier records with the later ones. So like the 80s giant choruses with the more like 70s evil single line guitar riffs. The production is so nice. Nice. Satanized. This one, funnily enough, on the first listen I was like, really? And then it grew like crazy already from a second listen, but it's so catchy, and as I said, there are parts of it that reminds me of early Ghost, which I also really like. This part. The sound of the drum, oh my god. Drum production, incredible. The two guitars penning, that bass in the middle that it's so chunky. These things as well, like the Latin, eerie, almost Gregorian chant-like phrases thrown into the song, like very Intestisumam or very early Ghost. I love that they brought that back a little bit. It's like one thing that I have to say about this song, I wish that first part of the guitar solo was longer, because it just sounds so evil, whereas this is beautiful and melodic, but I would have done like a 50-50 split in length. This is more like 1/4 evil and 3/4 melodic, which I guess it's a good summary for Ghost as well, overall. so good. You can see why they picked this as a first single. But now we go on to the tracks that we have never heard before. Guiding Lights.
If I could pause right here, I would open my heart and tell you with no fear that the path we have walked led us into the dark. There stood my God before me. Do you know what they said? That the road that leads to nowhere is long, and that those who seek to go there are lost. The guiding lights, they lead you on, and the road that leads to nowhere is long. If I could turn around,
I love this side of Ghost.
I would have told you the truth. It could have found its way.
The panning of the acoustic guitars. It sounds so clear, like it almost sounds like they're in the room with you.
There stands our God before us. Can't you hear them saying that the road that leads to nowhere is long, and that those who seek to go there are lost? The guiding lights, they lead you on, and the road that leads to nowhere is long.
It's gorgeous, guys. My god. It's giving me like His and Life Eternal vibes, which are two of my favorite Ghost songs. They have a way of doing these sort of like rock ballads. Ah.
That the road that leads to
Gorgeous.
nowhere is long.
Instant favorite. De Profundis Borealis. Nice. The time as well in 3.
All the things that never gave you peace, throwing the
Wow. This is one of those that doesn't make me necessarily think of other music or other bands, it just sounds so Ghost. Bringing back the on the chorus that we had in the intro, taking a break from the verse that is very like double tempo. It's gonna be an intense one to play live with the drummer. Kind of an odd track as well, like the placement of the record, for the structure that it has. Usually goes to very structured songs in a classical way. This is kind of an oddball, I love it. Move on to track number 6. We're already halfway through, Jesus. Cenotaph? So 80s.
At the top of the mountain, right there where it tips and connects with the night sky. Reach it with me. In the grave of the ocean, right there where it dips and connects with the fire. Burning with me, the ashes of memories buried are flowing.
Uplifting. Nice.
The sensations all through the storms, like you used to be. Wherever I go, you're always there, right next to
I love these accents on the offbeat.
at the heart of the city, right there where it glows and explodes into color. Devour with me in the heat of the moment, right here where it feels like I'm actually living. You are with me, the ashes of memories buried are flowing. Blowing in the wind.
That guitar lead had almost like a Dire Straits vibe to it. Again, the accents on the offbeat, it's so good. Because it kind of throws you off and then you fall right back into it. the parallel solo of the guitar and the keyboards. Shout out to the bassist, oh my god.
Wherever I go, you're always there, riding next to me. Through the sensations of the storms, like you used to be. Wherever I go, you're always there.
And even when they don't accent it with the drums, the guitar just moves from chord to chord on the offbeat, even though it's more on the background because it's palm muted. But it's all set so that you can just break into these giant steps of the drums on the offbeat at the end of the verse. Great song, one of my favorites so far. Missilia Amori. Love of missiles? I don't know. The snare with the swoosh before, it's like the reverse loop.
So you want out now, don't you, love? Was I not all you were dreaming of?
So you basically take the sound of the snare, reverse it, and put it before the actual snare hit. So it makes it sound like it's coming back in time, but in fact it sounds like you're moving air with the stick. Just makes it sound so huge.
Excite me with your demise.
Boom, boom.
Before my love has turned to hate. Before my love, it is too late. Love rockets shot right in between your eyes. Love rockets excite me with your demise. Knowing missiles are aimed to launch at your heart, giving when the war is on. Love rockets shot right in between your eyes. Wherever you may hide away, I'm gonna hunt you down.
Nice witch song, I wasn't expecting that. Almost feels like a bridge, but it's earlier on in the song.
I'm gonna hunt you down.
This one all like really feels like an Impera track to me. Like it could have been on that record for sure. It has like that marching vibe, and then that huge, of course, opening from the choruses. Doesn't necessarily stand out to me on a first listen, but it's a very solid track. Track number 8, Marks of the Evil One. That lead reminds me of something. Bass. Nice. This sounds more like prequel. So good. Oh. Doubling the vocal layer with the high keys just feels the mix so much, and it just makes you focus on that melody line. As a guitar player, I adore the fact that they're not shying away from guitar solos. So good. It's becoming a bit of a lost art form, the guitar solo, because when bands include it in more mainstream rock, it's like, I don't know, 4 bars, very short. Almost in every song here there has been a long guitar solos. Absolutely love it, and it's fantastic as well. Of course, the playing. Standout track. I'd say these Satanize and Guiding Lights so far, best ones. So good, my god. Let me save this already. Last 2 songs of the record, guys. Umbra. won this in the season finale of Stranger Things. Motley Crue vibes. Cowbell. I was expecting this to take a very different turn, like more hair metal 80s. This riff, my god, like seriously could be out of a Motley Crue record in the 80s. I'm not too mad about this chorus, to be honest. Maybe if you take it like apart as a song by itself, it works like it's a bit stronger. But within the record it sounds a bit like I've heard this chorus already. Nice. It's like the duel between the guitar solo and the keys. My god. A bit what we said for the intro, like usually they would have a separate track that is like the instrumental section. And here they just worked it into the song. So good. Honestly, oh my god. This should have been an instrumental. It's like they go back to the chorus, but I kind of wish they were still messing around with the guitar keys duel. It we're on to the last track of the record already, guys, which it's the longest one, and historically in Ghost Records it's always like the most emotional and epic one, so I'm very excited. Excelsis.
It is the end of your penitence. It is the end of your sadness and pain. It's the return to your innocence. It is the end of a life breathed in vain. Everybody leaves one day. I know it hurts. Everybody goes away. You will too. I will too. Come with me to the rainbow's end. Come with me to the Lord.
So soothing.
Come with me
Those choirs and the harmonies on the sides.
too. I will too. Excel. Excel. There is still time for deliverance. There is
Seems to confirm the
to make peace with your
epic conclusion of the record formula.
and to return to where there's a chance. There is still time to love once again. Everybody leaves one day. I know it hurts. Everybody goes away. You will too. I will too. Come with me to the rainbow's end. Come with me to the Holy Land. Come with me. You will too. I will too. Excel. As levees are breaking, a flood comes, washes away all the rubble, past indiscretions and stalemates. We are all sailing to the gates.
The twin guitar lead. Ah,
Everybody leaves one day. I know it hurts. Everybody goes away. You will too. I will too.
I mean, it's gorgeous. It's less maybe, I don't know what's going to happen in the last minute, but maybe it's less developed, as in it doesn't change that much compared to some other like closing tracks that we heard in the past. It's just a straight up takes its time sort of rock ballad with great guitar leads. It just works.
This is the end of the avenue. I am afraid of eternity too.
I mean, what can you say, guys? It flew by, first of all. 10 songs, 40 plus, 46 minutes. Jesus, it felt like 30. Very solid. The standout tracks, as I said during the reaction to me on the first listen, even though of course the first three I had already heard, are Satanized, Guiding Lights, and Marks of the Evil One. It kind of feels like a mix between the earlier Ghost in certain songs, and then we have the mid Ghost as well with Marks of the Evil One. As I said, it really sounds like a prequel track. We have songs that sounds more like Impera, and it's a nice combination of everything. There isn't, I think, maybe except for Satanized, one song that I hear and I think this is going to be a Ghost classic. But again, this is a first listen, and on a first listen I didn't even think that Satanized was going to be that, so I'm sure that there are other tracks within the record that will stand out a bit more, but it's extremely solid as a record. Like, I couldn't pinpoint a weak link within the track list. The one thing that I say, as I said, maybe with Umbra, like the instrumental part was so good and the chorus was like it felt like I've heard it before from Ghost. So maybe if they did what they've always done in the past and just do that as a separate instrumental track, I would have liked it more. But I also understand that it's also the, how can I say this, a very stereotypical response from a musician. And maybe not so much like I have to shut down my producer side of mind and jump into the musician one to just say something like that. But yeah, guys, extremely solid. They never disappoint, honestly. I think that this live is going to be amazing and sound amazing. Of course, they continue also to develop their imagery, the story, even though I have some friends that told me that they might be dropping that soon, which is fine as well. Like, you cannot expect them, like a band, to be a full production house all the time. They are sticking out and sticking up for rock music and guitar solos and instruments being played. A lot of very interesting keyboards runs as well in this record. It sounds like, again, a celebration of all they've done so far, sort of. So really, really enjoyed it, guys. Let me know what you think. Of course, I will, if you're interested, I will also keep you updated on how it progresses, listen after listen. This, of course, just literally dropped. So I'm curious to see how it's going to evolve over the next few weeks. Let me know what you think as well, guys. What are your favorite songs of it, from it? If you're going to catch them live in the upcoming tour, the tour that is already on. I've seen them live twice. I don't know if I'm going to go again this time around. But something tells me that if they end up playing somewhere near me, which means just in Europe and I'll be willing to travel for it, I'll probably end up seeing them again. They're a fantastic band, honestly. And they just stand up for a genre of music that otherwise is struggling, in my opinion. Like, I think that rock is splitting between the indie and the heavy. So they're there in the middle between that hard rock and classic metal, which is something that I appreciate as a fan of the genre, of course. So yeah, guys, that was it. If you made it this far, I'm impressed. Thank you so much for, I guess, hanging out with me. As I said, the point of this video is just to slow down for me as well, to just have an excuse to sit down with the record and just listen to it and do anything else, which is something that gets more and more difficult to do nowadays. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what we should be listening to together next. And I guess I'll catch you the next one. Thanks again.